In the heart of Africa, a man emerged from the ashes of a nation drowned in blood. Paul Kagame, soldier, visionary, liberator. This is the story of a hero who defied the odds, a leader who stood tall when the world turned its back. This is the story of Rwanda's redemption and the West's continual and renewed betrayal. Born on the 23rd of October 1957, Paul Kagame fled Rwanda as a child and went into exile, escaping the ethnic purges against the Tutsi, fueled by colonial ideology. In Uganda, he honed his resolve, rising through rebel ranks, trying to survive, but also with a singular mission at the back of his mind: to reclaim his homeland. After liberating Uganda, most of the Rwandans who had helped Museveni decided to liberate their own country. Fred Rwigema led the way, but he fell on the battleground on 1st October 1990. After the death of Fred Rwigema, Paul Kagame took the helm of the RPF, a disciplined force of exiles determined to end the chaos. When the genocide against the Tutsi erupted in 1994, with 1 million people slaughtered in 100 days, when the world turned its face to Rwanda, Kagame didn't wait for saviors. He became one. That is why Rwandans love him. They don't only love him for that, but also for the way he rebuilt Rwanda, putting the country on a trajectory of progress and dignity. But, of course, that is the very reason some also want to tarnish his name. Those who are never happy to see an African nation progressing. You have likely heard of the Congo crisis, where Rwanda is falsely accused of causing instability. You may also be aware of sanctions imposed by various Western countries, primarily influenced by Belgium. However, what are the reasons behind these countries' actions against Rwanda? The following conversation may appear fictional to the average viewer. However, we can all agree that any resemblance to actual events and the thought processes of real individuals is disturbingly accurate.
Hey, let's sanction Rwanda.
Which excuse shall we use?
We will say it is attacking Congo. We will use words like violation of territorial integrity.
But isn't Rwanda defending its territory instead?
Well, you know, we need someone to be blamed for our actions. I also don't like Kagame.
You are right. Tshisekedi seems to be an idiot. He will blame Rwanda and forget us.
Nice, that was quick.
Let's provide some context for this situation. Recently, few countries chose to impose sanctions on Rwanda due to accusations of its alleged involvement in the events unfolding in Congo. These sanctions were mainly demanded by Belgium, the former colonial master. Let's delve deeper into this issue. Who should truly be held accountable for the ongoing events there? What are the underlying causes of this conflict? The conflict involves the Congolese government and a segment of its population that speaks Kinyarwanda. How did these individuals come to be in Congo? Or more accurately, how did Congo find itself on their territory?
The kingdom of Rwanda was partitioned between the Germans and the Belgians. And the Belgians took a part of the kingdom of Rwanda, the traditional kingdom of Rwanda, with the people. So when we say respect that border, which was agreed between the Germans and the Belgians, we must also be saying respect the people whom you received under that partition. You can't turn around and say, we no longer want you. You are no longer citizens of our country. What are you going to do? Are you going to return them alone, or you return them with the piece of land? You can't say go home. Home where?
So and they keep everything is Rwanda. What is? How do you address such a complex and a serious problem by just blaming actually the victim? I even hear, surprisingly, I always hear countries like Belgium talking about Rwanda, asking for punishments for Rwanda, but they are the guys who They are part of the history, they are part of the problem.
In the late 19th century, Belgium's King Leopold II seized the as his personal fiefdom, unleashing a reign of terror that killed millions of Congolese through forced labor, mutilation, and starvation to exploit the region's rubber and ivory. When Belgium formally colonized the Congo in 1908, it continued plundering its vast resources, rubber, copper, gold, and diamonds, while imposing brutal control. The Great Lakes region suffered further as Belgium redrew borders, attaching part of Rwanda to Congo and sowing division through a divide and rule policy. By portraying Tutsis as foreign elites in both Rwanda and Eastern Congo, Belgium entrenched ethnic tensions that fueled recurring violence, including the 1959 massacres of Tutsis in Rwanda and the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. Even today, the instability in Eastern DRC traces back to Belgium's colonial legacy, its exploitation and ethnic manipulation, making it a central architect of the region's enduring disasters.